Most contractors think they can't afford marketing. That's just not true. What they can't afford is to keep ignoring it. My name is Eduard Boka, and I've been doing marketing for over 20 years. My company, Contracting Empire, works only with high-ticket contractors like deck builders, remodelers, pool guys, outdoor living specialists, and similar high-ticket jobs. Last year, we generated over 10,000 leads and tracked over $50 million in revenue across our very select client base. We work with contractors doing $1 million a year and up, but a lot of people come to us who aren't just there yet. And instead of just turning them away, I made this video because everything I'm about to walk you through is what our biggest clients did before they even hired us. Before the ads, before the agency, before any of it. One of them, Luan from Deck Bros, was hustling at $1 million when he came to us. We budgeted for $2 million in the first year and he hit $3.3 million. Today he's pushing towards $20 million in just 4 years since working with us. The foundation to all that is the 7 steps I'm about to give you right now. And at the end, I'm going to break down the simple math on how building just one relationship per month can put $120,000 a year in your pocket without spending a dime on marketing. For a quick reality check before the steps, let's get honest about where you are right now. If you're under $500,000 a year, I already know what your life looks like. Your schedule is all over the place, no consistent lead flow, seasonality hits hard, and you're doing everything yourself. Sales, estimates, building, bookkeeping, answering the phone, all of it. Here's the number that nobody tells you. If you are making $100,000 clean at a job right now, you need at least a $500,000 business to match the take home as the owner. That's after expenses, materials, labor, overhead, and all of that good stuff that's required to actually run a business. A lot of people get lost in that gap. A lot of contracting businesses fail before they even hit $2 million because of it. But here's the thing, marketing at this stage does not have to cost any money. In life, you're always paying with one or two things, time or money. Right now, you probably have way more time than money, so that's what you invest. Every strategy in this video is either free or close to it, and the highest cost you'll have to actually invest is a little bit of effort. And the contractors who break through the $500,000 a year, it's not because they found some magic hack. It's because they were willing to hustle, willing to endure the grind for a year or two, and willing to think long term. That's the difference. And then you can start reinvesting and compounding your money so you can earn more and you can buy back your time. One more thing, the order here matters. Don't skip the steps, don't jump ahead. Each one builds on the last. This is a system, not a menu. So let's go. Step 1, build your brand. This is your starting point. Before you chase leads, before you post on social media, before anything, you need to look like a real business. Let me be clear. Homeowners don't care about your logo at the door. What they care about is this. Are you clean? Are you presentable? Do you communicate clearly? And are you genuinely interested in their project? Your energy, your professionalism, your ability to make them feel like they are in good hands. That wins way more jobs than any business card ever will. But you still need the basics, and you can build all of them in a weekend. So let's walk through all of those. First piece, your company name. This is the most overlooked piece of branding. You're going to say this name thousands of times. Your future employees are going to say it thousands of times. It needs to be easy to say, and it needs to tell people what you do. Something like Joe's Remodeling will beat Joe's Construction and Maintenance Services every single time. Specific beats generic. When you're picking the name, do these 3 things at the same time. First off, search Google to make sure that nobody local already has that name. Then check if the domain is available either on Namecheap.com or GoDaddy.com and buy it for at least 5 years. Make sure that you buy the .com domain, not the .us, not the .co or other fancy domain extensions. And the last piece is book your social media handles on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Do it all in one sitting so no one else grabs them. In case you don't have a great company name, I left a document with the prompts for your favorite AI tools to generate company names. I'll touch on some of these things needed for these prompts throughout the video in case you jumped right in to see them. The second most important piece for the brand is your logo. The most important piece for the logo is to be readable. You're not shooting for fancy at this stage. Something basic, something simple is good enough to get you started. The third piece that you need is business cards. Once you have the logo, we'll just tell ChatGPT or Gemini, Nano Banana, to design your business card. We'll give it a template, your name, phone number, website and services, and let it cook. The fourth thing you need is a flyer listing all your services. Even if you do a small $500 job for someone, leave a flyer behind. Now the homeowner knows you also do kitchens, bathrooms, decks, or whatever other services you offer. That one piece of paper turns a small job into a foot in the door for a $30,000 project 6 months later. The fifth thing for branding is like door hangers and yard signs. Same idea. When you're on a job site, canvas the neighborhood with door hangers. Also stick those yard signs into the ground. It takes you 5 minutes and it costs you virtually nothing. You're doing free marketing while you're already there working. You're letting the neighbors know that somebody they can trust is right down the street. All of this, name, logo, cards, flyer, door hangers, yard signs, can be done in one weekend using free AI tools. No excuses. I'll drop all the prompts you need in the description of this video. Step 2. Set up tracking. This step is not exciting, but if you skip it, nothing else in this video will matter. Because if you don't know where your leads are in the buying process, you can't really tell what's working and what's wasting your time. In the beginning, most contractors are tracking leads with sticky notes, scraps of paper, or just trying to remember stuff. That falls apart fast. As soon as you have 3 or 4 leads going on at the same time, you will start dropping balls. You forget to follow up, you lose track of where someone is in the process, and that just really costs you real money. Here's what to do. You have a free solution, Google Sheets. Open a Google Sheet, write down every lead that comes in, their name, where they came from, what job they need, where you are in the process with them. That's it. It syncs online, you can pull it up on your phone. If you have a business partner, you can share it with them. This alone puts you ahead of 90% of contractors. When you're ready, you can start doing some paid stuff like go high level. Right? When you're approaching like the $500,000 mark and your cash flow is solid, go high level gives you real call tracking, text automations and a proper pipeline. It's about $97 a month at the time of recording this video. It's not super expensive and it'll separate your sales and communication into one clean system. Another great paid tool, but this time for production, is JobThread. If you need a CRM for managing projects once they're sold, JobThread is phenomenal. We have a client doing $8 million a year and he runs his entire operation, intake, sales, and production on JobThread. But for you right now, Google Sheets. Start there. Build a habit of writing everything down. That habit is worth way more than any paid software at this stage. Step 3, build your foundation. This is the biggest step and it has 3 parts. Part 1, Google Business Profile. Your Google Business Profile is the most important free asset that you own, period. Think about it. When a homeowner is looking for a contractor, the first thing they do is they Google it, right? And what comes up? Your profile, your photos, your reviews. That's where they decide if you're legit or not. Here's how to set it up right. Make sure that your primary category matches the main service that you offer. If you're a deck builder, your primary category is deck builder, not general contractor or not a construction company. Be specific. Add some good images. Use real photos from real job sites, not stock photos. People can tell the difference and stock photos scream that I'm hiding something. And then fill out every field, address, phone, hours, service area, all of it. Now let's talk about reviews because this is important. They build trust, they influence your Google ranking, and if you have 3 reviews and your competitor has 87, the homeowner is just going to go with the other guy. But you're starting from 0, so here's the play. First of all, friends and family. This is the easiest one. Ask the people who know you to leave a review. They don't need to have hired you for a $50,000 project. They can talk about your character, your work ethic, and who you are as a person. And that's genuine, that's real. No lying, no fake stuff. This should get you like 5 to 10 reviews right away. The second way is the small business hustle. This is a bit unconventional, but it works. Go on Google and search for local gyms, spas, massage places, nail salons, restaurants, or any other small businesses in your area that have very few reviews. Leave them the best 5-star review they've ever gotten. Make it genuine. Then reach out to them by email. Say something like, "Hey there, I run a deck business in location. I noticed you don't have a lot of reviews, so I left you a solid one. I know it's hard to get started and small businesses should stick together. Would you mind doing the same for me?" Here's some text I put together that you can use if you'd like. Use ChatGPT to write the text for them. Don't talk about the project, they didn't hire you. Talk about your character, your reliability, your professionalism, and that's enough. And if you really want to go the extra mile, especially if you're in a smaller town, go visit them in person. Have coffee with the owner, take a photo together, have them write a genuine review about you as a person and attach that photo to the review. Is this a little weird? Yeah, perhaps, but at this level you can't really be picky. You need to hustle to create a solid footing, and this works. As for cadence, 1 or 2 reviews a week is great. In 6 months, that's about 24 reviews from this strategy. Plus, your initial 10 from friends and family, now you're at 34 reviews. Your competitor with 87 reviews that we talked about earlier doesn't look so far away anymore. And you keep stacking week after week, month after month. You become the most trusted contractor in your area by simply never stopping. All right, on to part 2, your website. People overcomplicate this, but the website has only one job. Get the homeowner to start a conversation with you. That's it. It's not a work of art, it's not a brochure, it's a trust machine with a contact form. Here's what it needs: simple navigation. Don't make people hunt for what they're looking for. Then a page for each service that you offer. Not one page that says we do everything. If you build basements, do kitchens, and do bathrooms, that's 3 separate pages. Each one talks about that service specifically. This makes you look like a specialist, not a generalist. It will also help with SEO later. Then an About Us page. Why you do this, why they should trust you, and that's it. One call to action, everywhere, the same one. Request a quote, get your free consultation, schedule your free inspection. Pick one and put it on every single page. Don't put your phone number, 3 forms, a chat widget, and a quote button all fighting for attention. One path, one action. That way you know exactly what's generating leads and what's not. Only add a phone number to the top navigation if that's the preferred way for homeowners in your area to contact people. And this is especially useful in rural areas or for older people who prefer to talk rather than type. The 5th piece for a website is a simple contact form. Just enough to get back in touch, right? Name, email, phone, and what they need. Don't put up 15 fields. People bail when you ask for too much upfront, and we're not looking to filter out people just yet. Now build that website out on Wix, Squarespace, or whatever platform that you're comfortable with. It's going to cost you about $20 a month. Use ChatGPT or Gemini to help with the copy and the page structure. I'll include those prompts in the document too. You can also have AI generate some visuals for you if you don't have the project photos yet. Now, don't overthink this. Don't spend months on it. This is a weekend project. Get it live and you can improve on it later. And don't spend big money on a website at this stage. And I'm telling you this even though we charge $10,000 for our websites. You're not ready for that yet. Get something live that builds trust and captures leads. That's the whole goal. All right, on to part 3, social media. Claim your accounts. That's step 1. Create a Facebook business page with your company name. Create an Instagram business page. Claim your YouTube channel. Now, you don't need to become a content creator overnight, but you do need to start getting into the habit of posting. And the biggest thing holding most contractors back from social media is this. We all judge people, and we have an innate fear of being judged back. And that's normal. Just push through it anyway. I'll talk more about what to actually post in the next step. Step 4, start getting leads. Now we start making money. Everything you built in steps 1 through 3 is the foundation. This step is where you put it to work. The first piece, Fix your Facebook profile. Your personal Facebook profile is a lead generation tool. Most contractors don't realize this. Think about how you browse Facebook. Someone says something interesting in a group. What do? You click their name and you check out their profile, right? Just to see if they're full of shit or not. Homeowners do the exact same thing. So your profile needs to do the work for you, not against you. Here's what to fix. First, your profile photo. Use your actual face, not a logo, not a cartoon, not a photo from 10 years ago. Your face, clean and clear. Then your bio. A short blurb about what you do. Deck builder in your city is fine. Or something about what you stand for, right? Keep it simple. And then add a website link to your profile. And here's the big one. Stay away from political and religious posts. I know that's a touchy subject, but when a homeowner clicks through to your profile, you want them to see only one thing: a person who is committed to their craft. That's what they're looking for. Don't give them a reason to hesitate. I had more than 2,000 friends on Facebook. Now I have about 800 or so, and 99% of those are now contractors. And it works a treat. Then once you have that, here's the second piece. Join local Facebook groups. Mom groups, golf groups, neighborhood groups, community pages, whatever is active in your area. Join them. But do not, and I repeat, do not go in there and start posting about your business. You've seen everybody, those posts where everybody just slaps a screenshot of their business cards or a ChatGPT flyer or whatever. Don't be that guy. That's how you get kicked out and you'll never get back in. Here's what to do instead. Just be a member of the community. Answer questions, be helpful. When someone asks, does anyone know of a good painter or who can fix my deck? That's your moment. Answer genuinely. Be useful, not salesy. Here's what happens. When you respond to someone and you're genuinely helpful, they will naturally click on your profile. They see your bio, they see your work, they see you're the real deal. And then they reach out to you, right? Your profile does the selling for you. You just have to show up and be a good human. The third piece, and most important one, is document everything on the job site. Get yourself an iPhone tripod. They're like $15 on Amazon. That's your whole content setup. Every single job you capture 3 things: before, during, and after. Photo and video. Now here's what most people miss. Everybody is obsessed with the after shots, the big reveal. But you know what homeowners are really interested in? The middle. What happens when there's a problem? How do you deal with the unexpected? How do you handle timelines? That's the content that builds real trust. And here's why this matters so much. And this is the part where you just have to trust me. 6 to 12 months from now, when you're crossed over the $500,000 mark and you're building a serious website, you're going to need a content library. Real projects, real photos, real before and afters. If you've been documenting from day one, you'll have hundreds of pieces to choose from. But if you haven't, you're now gonna scramble. You're going to try to recreate things that already happened. And you really can't go back in time, right? So just build the habit now. Shoot before you start the job. Shoot in the middle. Shoot when it's done. And then post it on social media. You're building a content database and a posting habit at the same time. Don't overcomplicate it, just document. All right, for the fourth piece, reach out to other contractors. This is the one that most people skip because of ego, but it's one of the smartest things that you can do when you're actually starting out. Search for general contractors in your area or other people who do the same services that you do. A lot of them have jobs they just don't want. Too small, outside of their scope, maintenance work, the stuff that doesn't excite them. And then offer to take those on. Maybe even give them a small kickback. But here's the play within the play. Ask them if you can use the photos in your own portfolio. Now you're building your book of work. You're learning how they run their business and you're building real relationships. And you're also making money in the process. You're learning, earning, and building your portfolio all at the same time. If you're a deck builder, look up deck builders in your area. A lot of them don't want to do staining or pressure washing or maintenance. That's stuff that you can pick up right now. Call them, walk into their office, ask if they have overflow of work or small jobs they'd rather hand off. And this also kind of solves the loneliness problem. Building a business can get pretty isolating. These relationships give you people to talk to learn from, and grow alongside. All right, the bonus one, and this is a location-based strategy. Where you operate changes the playbook. If you're in a rural area, go door knocking. I know it sounds old school, but in a rural market, everybody knows someone, and it just works. Here's how to do it without being slimy. Just talk to your neighbors. Keep it short and human. Hey, I'm Joe from down the street. I'm setting up my own remodeling business. Here are the services that we provide. Do you guys have anything you need to take care of right now? No? No problem at all. Here's my flyer in case you ever need me. I'll be more than happy to serve my neighbor. No job is too small. Just give me a call. That's it. You're not selling, you're introducing yourself. You're being a neighbor, and you're leaving a flyer so they think of you first when something comes up. If you're in an urban area, start with the jobs that nobody else wants. The market is already crowded. Everyone is fighting for the big remodels, the $50,000 projects, the flashy stuff. So start with handyman work, small fixes, the boring stuff that more established contractors turn down. And here's why this works. When you complete that small job, you leave your services flyer with the homeowner. Now, they know you do bigger work too. And you already have the trust built up. You showed up on time, you were clean, you were professional, and you did good work. So when they need that kitchen remodel 6 months later, they are going to be calling you, the guy who already proved himself. Step 5. Start spending a little. At some point, free marketing is going to start hitting a ceiling, right? When you've got some consistent cash flow coming in, let's say you're clearing maybe $2-3 grand a month reliably, it's time to put some money to work. But go lowest risk first. Don't throw cash at stuff you don't understand. Here's the order. Number 1, Google local service ads. This is different than Google ads. Local service ads are call-only ads. You pay Google directly and not HomeAdvisor or Angie or not another middleman. The leads are exclusive to you and they're cheap. They're under $50 a lead in most markets. The only downside is that they don't scale. So you'll probably never spend more than about $500 a month on them. But that's fine. For where you are right now, that's perfect. Here's how to get started. Search Google local service ads on Google. Before creating an account, scroll down a little bit on that sign up page. Google sometimes runs offers with free credits. If there's free money, take it. Sign up, go through the verification process. They'll ask for your certifications, licensing, and insurance. Once verification is complete, select the categories you want calls for and start rating your leads when the calls start coming in. That will actually tell the Google algorithm which types of jobs you want more of. Also, Google local service ads are what we call performance marketing. You only pay when you get a real lead. That's the lowest risk marketing spend you can ever have. Número 2, HomeAdvisor and Angie. These platforms replace the skill and know-how needed to run your own Google ads. That's what you're paying for. Not just leads, but the fact that you don't have to learn a complex ad platform. The big caveat is that they sell the same lead to multiple contractors. So if you're not the first person to pick up the phone, you're literally throwing money away. Speed to lead is everything here, and I'll talk more about that in the next step. Test it with, $1,000 a month for 3 months and see what it brings you. You should be testing at least one new thing every quarter anyway. $1,000 isn't going to break you, and the data is worth it. Number 3 on paid lead getting, Yelp. Yelp replaces the need for you to do your own SEO, at least temporarily. Yelp is an SEO powerhouse. They rank for everything nationally, and then they funnel those leads locally to businesses like yours. The leads from Yelp tend to be warmer than HomeAdvisor and Angie, so you get a higher chance of closing. Your spend will be again around $1,000 a month, sometimes less. Now, here's a hidden benefit. If you're getting calls from Yelp, that's proof that there's organic search demand for your service in your area. So when you eventually invest in real SEO, local SEO, and AI SEO down the road, you know it's going to work because Google gives precedence to local businesses over big directories like Yelp. You'll basically take over the traffic Yelp was catching for you. But that's for a later conversation. Number 4 on the paid lead getting stuff, Nextdoor. Nextdoor is similar to Facebook groups, right? It's like a platform where homeowners hang out and talk about local stuff. You can pay a little bit of money to promote your business there. Now, it's noisy, lots of opinions, lots of complaining, but for $500 a quarter, you might pick up an odd job or two there. And it's definitely worth a test. All right, let's move on to step 6, the Northstar. Everything I just walked you through, the brand, the tracking, the foundation, the lead getting, the paid platforms, all of it works. But only if you run it on top of these 4 things. Think of these as the operating system. The steps are the apps. This is what makes the apps run. Number 1, speed to lead. This is life or death, and I'm not joking. The speed at which you respond to a lead is how the homeowner assumes you'll perform on the job. That's how trust works. Your behavior signals what kind of contractor you are before you ever pick up a tool. If you miss the call, call the lead back within 10 minutes. Not tomorrow, not the next business day. Within that time frame. Then set the appointment within 3 days. Here's what we see across our client base. Close rates drop off a cliff when the callback takes longer than 24 hours. That used to be the standard, like I'll get back to them in a business day, but that's all gone. We now have AI voice agents that can pick up the phone and grab lead info instantly. The bar is just rising. If you're not fast, you're invisible. And if you're running any paid leads, like Home Advisor, Angie, or anything, like speed to lead isn't even optional anymore. They sell those leads to multiple contractors, and basically the first one to pick up the phone wins. The rest basically waste their money. Number 2, nurture your people. You've got 3 groups: clients, prospects, and partners. Most contractors think that nurturing means I'll call them back eventually. That's not nurturing, that's neglect. With clients, call them twice a year. Check in a month after the project. Make sure everything's holding up. Ask how the deck looks. Ask if the paint is still good. Genuinely care. When you stay top of mind, you become the automatic referrals. Their neighbor asks who built your deck, and your name comes out without them even thinking about it. Prospects. There is a gold mine sitting in your past leads right now. People who called, got a quote, and didn't move forward. Most contractors forget about these guys. Don't. That's why you're tracking your leads with those Google Sheets. Call each of them back. Don't text, don't email, call. Say, hey, it's Joe from Joe's Remodeling. You were thinking about that kitchen project a while back. Did you ever get that done? And there are only 2 answers, yes or no. If no, is now a better time to move forward? As easy as that. And I'll share a personal story with you. A solar company reached out to me like 2 years ago, right? I didn't have the time to deal with it. We had construction going on at the villas here in Bali, just too many things happening. But they followed up every 6 months like clockwork. And this year, I was finally free. They came out, did a survey, and boom, signed, paid, done. I wasn't a dead lead. I was just not ready yet. We see this with our clients too. One of them closed a $200,000 plus remodel just by following up on an old lead and catching the homeowner when they were finally ready to move forward. And that lead was sitting there the whole time. All it took was a phone call. All right, partners. Those GCs relationships you built in step 4, maintain them. Take them out for coffee. Stay connected. Your role as a business owner isn't just building things, it's being a connector. One connection at a time. Don't rush it, and don't let those relationships go cold. All right, number 3, protect your cash flow. I need to tell you this one straight, right? The number 1 thing that stops contractors from getting to $500,000 a year isn't bad marketing at all. It's killing their cash flow. Here's what I mean. My wife wanted a house. She was driving me crazy about it. Let's buy a house, like a broken record. And I knew exactly what that meant. Getting a mortgage at that stage would have killed half of my cash flow, half. Then another at least 10 to 20% to fix up the house, furnishing it, and doing all the things that you do once you actually move in. And suddenly my cash flow is now gone. I'm gonna be putting money into walls instead of just growing the business. So we didn't buy the house. We ate cheaply for a long time, and I was still paying my employees because that's how important this was to me. And I'm so grateful for my wife, really, for supporting me through that kind of insane journey. It took us 10 years for things to really take off. And the point is that you don't really have to suffer, but the point is that you don't buy the $60,000 truck. Don't buy the fancy tools that you don't need yet. Don't kill your cash flow on things that don't generate revenue, especially at this stage. Every dollar you have right now should go towards the stuff that brings more dollars back. That $500 a month truck payment, put it toward Google local service ads instead. That actually makes you money. Everybody wants to be in the top 1%, but very few people are willing to do what the top 1% actually did to get there. Not what they're doing now, what they did back then when they were grinding. That's the part that nobody really shows you. All right, number 4 in the system, define your values. I know that this sounds like corporate stuff that doesn't apply to you. Hear me out. Your values are your decision-making framework. They tell you what to accept and what not to accept. They help you hire the right people. They help you fire the wrong ones. They help you say no to bad clients and yes to the right ones. One of our clients, Deck Bros, has love first as a core value. It means that they do everything with the client's best interest at heart. It doesn't matter if they lose the sale. They're going to do whatever it takes to help the client win. For us at Contracting Empire, one of our core values is if they win, we win. If our clients aren't making money, we are failing. Everything we do filters through that. If an action doesn't lead to our client making more money, we don't take that action. When the client isn't a fit, it's an easy decision. Values make everything clearer. So think about it. What are your standards? What do you want your customers to know you for? What's the thing that makes you uniquely you? Start writing it down. You'll be surprised how much easier decisions get when you have something to measure them against. All right, quick bonus time, the math. I promised you at the start that I'm going to share a way to quickly build up an extra $120,000 a year portfolio. And here it is. Say you build one relationship with a general contractor per month, just one. You reached out to 20 GCs, but you built a relationship with one this month. You had coffee, shook hands, introduced yourself, and now you stay in touch. Over 12 months, that's 12 connections. Now, let's assume that each one sends you just one job per year, right? Like just one. It's a small one, it's a $10,000 job, right? But that's $10,000 times 12 connections. That's $120,000 a year from relationships alone. Now you stack on the top the leads that you get from your Google business profile. You start stacking the referrals from your past clients, the people who find you through Facebook groups, the door knocking and the flyers, the jobs from your website contact form, the calls from Google local service ads once you turn those on. You're not hoping for leads anymore. You're building a machine that generates from every direction. And every month that machine gets stronger because all of these actions compound. The reviews start stacking, the content library grows, the relationships deepen, the trust builds up. That's how you get to $500,000 and beyond. Not with one silver bullet, with a system that you execute on relentlessly every single day. All right, so what happens after you make $500,000 a year, right? Well, your problems don't really go away at $500,000. Seasonality is still gonna be there. Leads are still gonna be somewhat inconsistent. You've still got stuff to figure out, but now you have options. Now you can invest in a real website, a conversion optimized built for SEO one. Now you can run your own Google ads and Facebook ads. Now you can start hiring. First somebody that just answers the phone, and then, a project manager. And you can start removing yourself from the field more and more. You stop working in the business and start working on the business. You become the conductor and everybody starts singing your tune. A $10,000 website doesn't feel like a big investment anymore when your net profit is $100,000. Baking in that cost to acquire a client into your project pricing now is going to start becoming a second nature. The systems that you hacked together in the early days now are going to start getting replaced with professional grade marketing that runs with or without you. That's the stage where we'd love to work with you. When you've built the foundation, proven the hustle, and you're ready to pour gas on a fire that's already burning. That's it. These are the 7 steps: brand, tracking, foundation, leads, paid platforms, the Northstar principles, compounding math. Luan from Deck Bros did all of this. He hustled like there was no tomorrow. His first year with us, he was going to 5 estimates a day. even sometimes on weekends. He went above and beyond to make things happen. He had his eyes on the prize. And then, when he had the foundation built, the hustle engine running, and the cash flow to invest, that's when the real growth kicked in. 1 million to 3.3 million. And now, 4 years later, pushing 20 million in 2026. He didn't skip steps. He didn't look for shortcuts. He just executed and did his part relentlessly. That's the path. Go set up your brand this weekend. Get your Google business profile dialed in. Start documenting your work. Build those relationships. Protect your cash flow. And when you're at the 500,000 and you're ready for the next level, reach out. I'd love to have that conversation. Check the description for the free document with every AI prompt and template and framework from this video. If you know a contractor who's grinding and really needs to see this, send it to them. Because in the end, small businesses should stick together. I'll see you in the next one.